said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Hello. Anybody home? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Anybody? Say hi to us. I know many people are taking a break from football, from sport. International break is so boring. People don't want to watch videos, no live streams, no nothing. They just want to go away. Wait for fixing stuff. So if anybody home and they want to say hi to us, feel free to do so. If it's not, I'm gonna be talking to myself until I leave, right? Let's see. Let me fix certain things very quickly on the screen. Been a while. How everybody is doing? International building break. This is what we're gonna talk about here. We don't have a specific topic. We're gonna be just reading football news around the world, about around clubs. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So if you wanna participate, feel free to do so. Okay. Fixing stuff. How everybody is doing? Is there anybody there? You. Mr. Streams. Nice to see you, my brother. Tottenham. What Tottenham is about? Tottenham to win the league. What that means. Mr. How do you pronounce your name? Thomas Maggot. So everybody, if you are in the building, feel free to say hi, ask a question or call us or whatever it is. We have a poll there if you can tell us who's going to win the league, the Premier League I'm talking about here, because it looks like Manchester City are running away with the league. City are very good. Erling Haaland looks like he's unstoppable at the moment. The guy is unstoppable. How do you stop Erling Haaland, really? Anybody, can you tell me how do you stop Erling Haaland? So people, don't be just watching. Please be part of the show. It's so simple to be part of the show. First of all, you like. It's going to take you 1 second to do so. Second of all, you can call us for free. The link is there on the description. I'm going to pin it on top there. Or you can comment and ask a question or give us a breaking news or something so we can have something to talk about. Because I'm here for you guys. The show is for the people. So people need to speak out. This is just an opportunity for people to speak out. Otherwise, I was going to make just videos and post them. So the live stream is for the people. The link is there. You can call for free, or you can comment and send a question, or you can just like. Why can't we just get to 20 likes? 20 likes, and then we move from there. All right. Let me fix certain things on the screen. So, what is going on in the world of football? So, since we are waiting for somebody to come here and call all the good stuff, we're gonna go to big names on social, double check what they've been saying, and we go from there. Big names like Fabrizio Romano, and other sources. So what Fabrizio Romano been saying? Bruno Fernandes to the Athletic, he said Ten Hag has an idea. He has a style. You have to follow his rules. He is strict on that. And I like that. He says he has brought discipline, which is something we missed in the past. Everyone must be on the same page. So that is according to Mr. Fernandes, who is praising Ten Hag for bringing discipline and a new way of doing stuff at Manchester United. Exclusive here from Coach Offside. What next for Romelu Lukaku, Chelsea future? Fabrizio Romano has the answer to this and much more in the latest column. Full story here. So Romelu Lukaku is going to sign a second-year deal with Inter. That's what I heard, unless if something changes. But I think Graham Potter can get something out of Lukaku for sure. But because of what he said, because of everything that's happened, not only between him and the manager back then, but between him and Chelsea fans, I don't think it's going to be a good idea to just come back to Chelsea, because I think the damage is already done. Not going to be the same. With the new manager, he can still get something out of him, because we broke a record to sign him. But yeah, I think it's just let take a big L here and let Rome continue somewhere else. So we are just reading some headlines from Fabrizio this morning. William Saliba tells Sky on his feelings about Arsenal. I'm at home here. I like London. I like the club. I like everything. I feel at home here. Arteta and Edu wanted Saliba to stay at all costs. this summer despite interest from many clubs. He's a key player now. He's undroppable at the moment, been scoring some goals. I think couple goals already this season. Bangers, you know. Been very good, got undone a few times, but everybody will get undone, you know. Van Dijk, everybody, every good defender is going to get undone. This is the Premier League. You face the best attackers in the world and all that. So Saliba is very, very good young player that's taking his opportunity now at Arsenal after being frozen for the first couple years away. Arteta didn't want him, attitude and all the blah blah, but now he's a key part of that Arsenal defense. So let's continue reading some of the headlines while we are waiting for people to call so we can continue. And this one is a tough one for Chelsea fans. Fabrizio Romano is changing this story for the last couple of days. Almost here we go. It was a paperwork stage, and then all of a sudden, looks like so far it was so close, and then so far, I don't understand why, but probably we talked too much. Instead of go there, close the door, announce immediately. Now he's having a second thought. So Fabrizio Romano said that Christophe Freund reached an agreement on contract with Chelsea on Sunday. Project was also approved already, but Red Bull Group is really trying to keep the director. Chelsea will insist, but also reopen talks with other candidates, as Freund could now stay. Things can change very quickly in football. It's not done until it's done. Probably the Red Bull Group said, you know what, we're going to increase your salary. We double your salary. We give you more responsibilities. You stay here. You started this project. Let's continue. So this one, we've been praising the guy for the last few days. Discovered apparently Haaland, Keita, Mane, Adeyemi, Sesko, people like that. So the narrative was good. We made theories out of those narratives. Happy, we're gonna get the best in the world. And all of a sudden, it looks like it's far away than expected. So, but it's not done yet. Boehly hasn't said his last word. So probably is a negotiation tactics here. Huh? Red Bull want compensation. They want money out of him. So I'm not gonna be surprised if Chelsea Boehly goes with 20 million. Boom, get the money, give us the guy. They want the money, or Christophe Freund can say, I want more money from you, Chelsea, and you know, his agent probably playing this game here, want to get him even more money from Red Bull or Chelsea. So it's always this way in the world of football. So people, listen, help your brother get 20 likes, man. We are over 20 people watching right now. I know it's cold, it's international break, nobody is watching, nobody want to hear anything away from football, but listen, if you are here, you're watching me, that means you're just watching me. So if you can just click that like button, just 1 second of your life, it won't cost you anything, okay? It's gonna take your brother here hours to serve the community. So if you give him 1 like, he won't do any wrong to you. So we also have the link if you wanna call. But it looks like people are very, very cold on international break. They don't wanna call, they don't wanna comment. Your questions or your comments are gonna keep us going, okay? That's why I'm here for. I'm here for the people. So the people need to be part of the show and not spectators. Don't be a spectator. Just be part of the show, okay? So we're talking about this Field guy. This Christophe Field guy, it looks like it's not done yet. We have to wait a little bit. In the meantime, it looks like Chelsea are considering to go for somebody else, just in case. But we bought the project, we bought the narrative, we made theories. Now need to materialize. I would like to have the guy. He can speak English. I've been watching some of his interviews. So kind of adopting him slowly and surely. So Chelsea will reopen talks with Paul Mitchell and other candidates on the short list. But this guy looks like he's gonna be perfect with Graham Potter, because they all love youth, you know. They're all very good on developing and coaching. So we're gonna find the next Haaland, the next Mbappe, the next. If you combine this guy and Graham Potter, man, Chelsea are gonna be unstoppable for the year, for like 10 years. Not now, because the project is gonna take time to gel. But when everything starts kicking on, oh my goodness, it's going to be something else. Mr. King said that, how are you doing? I'm doing good, King. What King? Are you the King of England? Did you take the reign from Her Majesty? Now we have a king in England. Can you believe it? Like during our entire lives, we've been talking about the Queen. I think many people are gonna keep on making the same mistake, calling the king the Queen, because how far or how long the Queen was in power. So now we have a king instead of a queen in England, and that king doesn't look good at all. Some of the clips that they've been showing online, like snubbing people, like people will be waiting for like 13 hours on the queue, and then has an opportunity to shake his hands, and he's just kind of skipping a lot of stuff that's been shown from his dark side, but I'm not gonna get there. Not good. Okay, people, so while I am waiting for your comments, your questions, so no questions today. We are more than almost 30 people watching. No question, no comment, no like, no nothing. Come on, people. So why are you watching to begin with if you can't participate to the show? Because the show is for you. This is your channel. So if you can't say anything, or you can't like, you can't comment, you can't call, what the point? Where is Thomas? I don't know if you're trying just to get attention, but Thomas was sacked and I don't know where he is. I don't even know what Thomas you're talking about. You can ask some other questions, some more, you know, some more realistic questions than let me just say something for the heck of saying something. All right, so Fabrizio Romano with this guy here. A lot of banter though. A lot of banter in the comment here. Chelsea are bottom of their group in the Champions League. Yeah, we all know that, but I'm still confident that Chelsea could make it from the group stages. If Chelsea don't make it, I think they're gonna win Europa League. You go there, you win Europa League. And that is gonna be another trophy that will give you an opportunity to play the Champions League and also to play in the Super Cup. So during the rebuilding phase of Chelsea Football Club, if you have a trophy like Europa League, you have a chance to come back next season to the Champions League and play also the Super Cup, win another Super Cup. That is a good season in my opinion. But I don't want to go to Europa League though. I don't want Chelsea to go to Europa League. But if it's happened and we go win it, I would take it because it's still a trophy. Many clubs in England and in London can't even get it, you know. But over there, if you drop and then you're gonna find Arsenal, you're gonna find some very, very strong teams in the Europa League. And if you drop, you're not gonna drop alone. Barcelona might drop to Europa League again, and you know. But I think I have a good feeling that Chelsea could win a trophy at the end of this season, which is going to be a bonus because I am not expecting Chelsea to win anything. I'm prepared to be patient for this season until the end, and then when we get more players, January next summer, I can start expecting something. New manager need to implement his ideas. A young team that need to be given time to make mistakes and learn. So I'm prepared for that. I'm patient, you know. I'm a patient guy. I will wait. But if Chelsea drop and go win Europa League, I would take it. I would take it all day long. Let me see. So this guy here, we talked about him. I'm just reading some headlines, people, because you're not asking questions, so I'm gonna have to be talking to myself. You don't wanna call, you don't wanna ask questions. So Fabio Cannavaro, ready for a new chapter as a manager. Talks are now progressing well with Italian second division side. Benevento, deal set to be agreed. Okay. Remember him? Cannavaro. And this guy here, Nagelsmann, the next coming of Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, and whatever. The theory was good when this guy was at Leipzig. He's like 31 years old, handsome. He's very, very good with fashion and all that. The narrative was good. Before even Thomas Tuchel took over at Chelsea Football Club, everybody wanted this guy here to come to Chelsea. Now it looks like he hit the wall at Bayern Munich after the second season. Looks like he's losing the dressing room. So Thomas Tuchel is checking from distance, because if he gets sacked and you have a good manager like Thomas Tuchel, you know, people are gonna jump to get him. So let's say Juventus could take Thomas Tuchel right now. Bayern Munich also can take him. The question is, will he take the job? He might decide, let me take 1 year sabbatical, enjoy my family time, go on holiday, enjoy my time, refresh myself, come up with new ideas. take one year off. I mean, somebody like Thomas Tuchel is going to always have a job. So finding a top job is not even a problem for him. Just depend on the right time, the right club, the right project. Because if you get somebody like Thomas Tuchel, you know that he earned the right to get his own players. It's going to be some players are going to pay the price of the new manager. Youngsters probably are not going to be used. You know what you're getting. So you get him to win something. Do not get him to give him a new project or something, So if you get somebody like Thomas Tuchel, be ready to give him money. Be ready for him to win immediately. He's not going to wait. He's not waiting. Let me read some comments here. I don't like international break, according to Mr. Well. Juventus also. Yeah, Juventus is going to get... Thomas Tuchel don't have any problem getting a job. Okay. Oh, Bobby Smokey. Yeah, I will be with you right now, brother. I was just reading some headlines, and everybody now is on vacation. Nobody want to talk. Nobody want to come to the stream. Looks like people really took a break from football and everything. They don't watch videos. They don't watch anything. Just doing something different. No such thing as patience anymore in football. Yeah, especially for top managers. Some clubs like Liverpool, when they started the project, everybody pretty much understood that they are coming from far away. It was like 20 plus years without the Premier League, without winning anything. Well, I think they won FA Cup here and there, but nothing really major, right? And then when they took somebody like Klopp, it was, okay, listen, we're going to give you time. And it took time for him to even start competing to anything. The first year, he even lost Europa League final. So depend on the team, on the project. Looks like the project that we have at Chelsea Football Club right now, the owners understood that we have to be patient a little bit. So patience doesn't mean it's going to take 10 years. Patience could be 6 months or 2 months or 2 years or 1 season, depending on how those elements gel together. So even if we are crying about, we're not going to win anything, we are Chelsea, we are becoming Arsenal, the process could mean you get the fruit earlier than expected. Just like boom, 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 it's there. So we are not Arsenal. We're not going to turn to Arsenal or trust the process. But anything in life will take a process. You go to school, year by year, and you develop until you graduate, you go to the next level. The problem at Chelsea Football Club, we are so used and spoiled for the last 19 years than waiting becoming almost impossible. It becoming almost like insult. Are you insulting me, telling me to wait? But listen, even during Abramovic era, there were times that we had to wait because of we want to rush too much and we don't win anything like for 2-3 years. You know what I mean? So even under Abramovic, we were not winning every single season. But if we were patient with certain process, probably we were going to win back to back for a long period of time. So I'm enjoying the process at the moment, but the process doesn't mean necessarily that you're gonna wait for a long time. It could be, who knows? Probably Graham Potter is gonna surprise people and boom. This season, FA Cup, Carabao Cup Carabao Cup looks like impossible already for Chelsea because Manchester City, the first game. Wow. Lord have mercy. So, and that could be a good thing for Chelsea because we know this is Manchester City. We're not going to relax. We're not going to say, okay, let's play the kids. We're going all gun blazing with the mentality of winning because you know you are out if you don't win. So that could also help Chelsea improve quicker than, oh, we're going to wait. Let's slow down. Let's wait. Yeah, we're going to play against League One opposition or no league. No. This time, all gun blazing. You do it. And Chelsea against big teams, we take the game to the next level. Mr. SA Sporting, Mr. SA said that Sporting Marseille could maybe drop down. Yeah. Sporting, very good team. Marseille, wow. They have Alexis Sanchez over there and some good players. Guendouzi, Tavares, and all that. No Link was wanting. Okay. Somebody say, are you going to update us on the World Cup matches as well? Update you, bro. You can update us about the World Cup. Are you going to update us on World Cup matches as well? I will be doing watch-alongs for some games. It's end of November, December. Yeah, I will be doing some games during the World Cup. Not sure I'm gonna be home though. Probably by that time we're gonna be away in Arizona. But if I find a little bit time, I can't bring all my equipment, but I will see what I can do. I think part of the beginning of the World Cup, we're gonna be away for at least 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. But yeah, definitely would do some games during the World Cup. All right. So we are done here with these people. Ben Jacobs, any update? No, this was David Austin like 15 hours ago. Chelsea appointment of sporting director not imminent. Yeah, same old. Kylian Mbappe is refusing to take the pictures with the French national team for some commercials that he doesn't approve, so he's now in trouble. Nothing here. Boom. Is there anything, Matlow? Oh, wait. What am I doing here? Oh, post the link. Post the link. Anybody, please like. The more you like, the fewer people are gonna join us. The more you like, we want people to join. People, okay. Wait. I'm trying to find the link. Yeah, Mbappe is so, I don't know, man. He's arrogant. But, you know, with a great power, you feel like you are on top of the world. What is this? You are on top of the world and nobody can touch you. Somebody please close the door. I think there are some flies from outside coming in. It's very, very hot outside for some reason. So the door is open and I think some bugs coming inside. Okay. Mbappe got a big head. He's arrogant. He wanna take penalties. He wanna take free kicks. He doesn't know how to take them. But he insists on taking everything. Everything needs to go through him. He doesn't respect Messi and Neymar and all that. I understand that you are a big player. You deserve that. Sometimes you have to be selfish, but not that way. So nobody wanna vote. We have a vote. We have a poll there that we opened asking you who was going to win the league. Nobody is interested, looks like. Nobody wanna know anything. Nobody wanna hear anything. You don't wanna get copyrighted by showing image here. Trying to find some news for people. Chelsea Football Club, nothing really. We are on international duty. Our players, I mean. Mbappe owns the French league. Mbappe drama only will refuse. Yeah, I'm trying to fix. Bobby, I see you. I'm trying to fix it on YouTube. So bear with me here, because I'm using like 3 programs at the same time. The one that I'm picking your image to put on YouTube is completely different than what I'm using that people see on YouTube actually. So it's not like StreamYard where you have just to click and everybody sees everything on YouTube. This is completely different stuff. So I'm trying to find it, how to bring it on YouTube. Okay. Fixing stuff. Okay. One more time. One more second. Boom. One more scene. Boom. Window. All right. So I think we are ready now. Let's take Bobby. All right, Bobby, you are in the building. Hello?
Yeah, Oaks.
Yes, sir.
Chelsea fans have had several things to deal with. In fact, I think you are the first of the content makers to actually open up their platform and go live. Not only have we had suspensions in our games, leaving us with no weekend games, but the whole Queen's burial yesterday in this country was a public holiday, and shops were shut. Everything was at a standstill, apart from those that actually went to line the streets or queue up to wave at the coffin. So it's been a strange time, and of course the usual sort of transfer disappointment. I think Chelsea fans are getting fed up with with getting emotionally invested in anything, only to find that there are snags and there are issues. I think people were quite looking forward to Christophe
Freund thing.
Freund, yeah. And now it looks like there's a hold up. Maybe the deal won't even happen. All these things, there's a bit of a low ebb. The club is drifting further and further away from the top. We didn't play. We're watching rivals, especially London rivals, performing well, climbing up the table. It's a strange time. You see, one can talk about patience if we are approaching a project on a level playing field. But what will forever remain a bad taste in the mouth of Chelsea fans is that this feeling that this was put upon us. We were forced into a position by superior authorities, the government. How do you, the government that's meant to be there for you now turned against you? It just seems, what do you do about that? There's just nothing you can actually do about that. And it just seems grossly unfair. The club having to deal with that in terms of the supporters. We had our hands tied behind our backs by the government, by the pandemic, by the football authorities. Now we're trying to make up ground. And you see, times change. Times don't stand still. The days where, you made reference to Liverpool and, how they were having to go through some kind of rebuild. And you see, the dynamics in which that happened to them is different. Football is very different now. There are more competitors at the top. When Liverpool were doing that, there were fewer competitors at the top. In fact, I would be so bold as to say you could only look at sort of Chelsea, Man United, and perhaps then City were beginning to come onto the scene. And now there's about 6 clubs. You've got Newcastle, you've got Arsenal, Tottenham, and our rebuild, is bigger than most because we still have to rebuild the stadium. That's another huge project. So it's very, very important that the board, the structure of the club be put in place. And I sense that a lot of Chelsea fans just felt a slight bit of, frustration at, even to build a structure for the club, there's always something. I don't personally think I get your point. We may need to wait maybe a couple of months and that. I don't think we can even afford to. I really don't. The danger in what is happening now, like with the Champions League, is you can't depend on, we have this way of taking something for granted because we've done it before twice. But you can't depend on, if we drop out of the Champions League, we'll go and win Europa. It's not easy. It's not something that's guaranteed. It's not, you'd be surprised how difficult it is to repeat that fate. And top 4 is looking ever and ever difficult. The thing about top 4 is that even before the level of competition reached what it is now, if you drop out of the top 4, it's very difficult to come back in, not to mention now. So it's not a good time. I don't think it's a good time. Yes, the new owners are doing their best to try and catch up, to try and compensate for all the loss of time. And they did quite well in the summer, considering that they were not experienced and they had to do all the dealings themselves. And, but I think it's pivotal now that they get a director of football in and get that structure in place. I would be so bold as to say by the end of this month, so that by October, November, you are doing your deals for the January transfer market. And even then, that is late. Because I can assure you that other clubs have started their dealings for January and even next summer now. They've started already.
Yeah.
So, it's a time of concern. It is a time of concern.
What I'm trying to say here is that I completely understand what you mean, but I'm trying to limit my expectations so I don't get very, very mad when it doesn't happen. I know we at Chelsea, we don't have time. We have to push. Time being, is completely different than back then where Klopp was given time and all that. But I have to find something positive in that to encourage people, because we've been spoiled a lot. You don't know what you had until you just lost it, and people will see how Abramovic, meant to this club, like spending his own pocket money and getting stuff done here and there immediately, until Marina, of course, took over and pretty much messed up many things. But we were winning. So it's not going to be an easy one to tell people, like the young generation now, that at some point of our history, we almost, didn't exist anymore. We were like few games away from getting, liquidated or whatever. So it's going to take time for the young generation today to tell them that sometimes process is good in life. It's nothing wrong with that. You might take a step back before you take, few steps up. So it's going to be difficult. So what I'm trying is just to limit my expectations, knowing that we are Chelsea and that pride inside us, the Lions, the sleeping giant, is going to, wake up at some point and then do some good things. But now, you like it or not, this is what we got. So no, we will never back down from the challenge or the fight. But can I say something slightly controversial? But I've said before, but I back off because I know the temperature of the climate in which we find ourselves in the world today. But I have to say, I lost patience with Marina and all her nonsense when the Rudiger deal fell through. I said I would, because I said I'll take this thing and I'll drop it firmly on her lap. And I stand by that. But there was more damage that she caused. And you know what? If there's one thing I'm not really ready to put up with anymore, I think men as a species on this earth have so much to deal with. There's not much that we have that give us peace. But our sporting arenas and the areas in which we can actually be men give us a certain amount of comfort. And when people bring politics, especially gender politics, in to destroy what has always been, I don't think it's acceptable. I think Marina did an element of that. I think, it was very telling in Todd Boehly's interview when, or one of the, agents interview on Talk Sports, when he said that he asked Todd Boehly, he said, look, this whole Lukaku thing has cost you about 100 million. And Boehly looked at him and said, more than that. And not only Lukaku. I thought that was very telling. This woman caused a lot of damage. She caused a lot of damage, but it was covered because she knew that Abramovich is going to take a pocket money and cover it. So people didn't. That's why, you nailed it there. That's why people been saying, oh, Todd Boehly rushed everything. He improvised himself as director of football instead of leaving Marina.
Because he saw how dangerous
it's so
she was.
bad. Like, people don't understand the structure of those deals. They don't get it. There are even deals that can be paid overseas, offshore or something. There are so many elements that people get commissions. People got
Exactly.
a big fat account offshore that people don't realize how this evil business is behind. But oh man,
you know, there were so many things about her dealings that I avoid to say because I don't have proof, but I have my suspicions.
It's happened, bro. I've been in this world a little bit. I know all those deals that you see. How the hell you gonna sign Malang Sarr on free, quote unquote, because free agent is not free. Just means you giving the money to the agent and the players, and then you get somebody who was like less than 10K at Nice on free, quote unquote, Malang Sarr, and all of a sudden 120K a week at Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah,
for a bench player.
She rode this garbage of, you know, I'm a woman
the
in
same
a
agent
game.
is the agent of Lukaku back in the day. You see the connection here. You see a lot of money being paid in certain people's account offshore to make those deals happen. So people don't understand. They're gonna go with the bandwagon, the flow. Oh, the queen,
the politics.
Look at this. Oh, she's the best. Oh, we miss Marina. We miss crap, man. I don't buy those crap because it's just simple common sense. But people don't use common sense. They just use vibes and bars on social media, copy paste.
It just shows how easily people are mind controlled. You know, they're so easily bamboozled and mind controlled by media that they can't see things for what they are or read in between the lines. You know, I was so disgusted by so many things she did. And you know, this whole idea of, gosh, I've lost my trend of thought now. But I was going to come up with one of the main things that she did that just finally hit the nail in the coffin for me and her. And I feel restrained in what I would like to say to blow the lid on that. You know, the little I said, I was so vilified. Honestly, Orgs, if you see how at one point some sections of the so-called Chelsea fan base came after me because of this Marina. I just felt it almost felt as if it was set up. It was like, oh, there's certain people that are probably even employed to attack anybody that attacks.
That's the problem we have. When we have a fan base culture, we have artists who you don't touch there. If the narrative is that way, Marina is the best. Look at how she sold Hazard, or look how we got such and such deal.
She didn't get Hazard. It was Michael that got Hazard. And speaking of Michael Orgs, isn't it strange? She got rid of him.
Yeah.
And put herself in his position. Isn't it strange that since he left, there was no other director of football? What does that tell you? Can't people think? It just tells you that she was the director of football.
Yeah, she was
but
controlling everything. She was controlling everything with her own agent, you know, almost the same agent all the time. So there's a lot of stuff that they were been doing behind closed door, below the tables and all that. And listen, I was going to say the same thing. It was a man in that place. So I don't see it as a gender situation. It's just somebody who was very bad at what she was doing or he was doing. It's the same. Just the way I got on this Scott McLaughlin guy. Yeah, that guy. So
a man, right, would not have been able to get away with it like that because they would have been attacked without shelter. She used her gender to continue this garbage. And you see, that's one of the things. There's certain platforms that I always like because, you know, sometimes we don't always see eye to eye on certain things. But if there's one thing I say about this platform, Johnny, Minerals FC, you guys are fearless. And certain things that you see, you're not afraid to say it. But there are other platforms that pander to this nonsense. And you just wonder, man, what is the point in using so much of your time and effort to get a platform only to spew garbage? You know, what is the point? I mean,
Yeah, that's the way it is. Here we open the door to even those garbage to talk because we have to find out what they are saying in order
Yes,
to
true.
counter. So everybody, both sides, bring it on, and people just express themselves what they feel like. But yeah, man, now that we have a new regime, it's going to be a little bit of wait. I'm not saying we're gonna wait for years or we have to wait, but logically, a process is a process. It's gonna take a few steps to get there, but
Definitely.
it looks like
They are trying to act quickly, but as you say, there's a limit to how quickly you can act.
yeah.
Certain things have to take some time. But they're doing their best, and they know. You see, the currency of football is success. That's your currency right there. That's why Barcelona this summer mortgaged so much of their assets, because they know they have to maintain relevance. Your biggest resource is your playing staff. Those guys on the pitch. So that's why you get PSG paying Mbappe more income than some countries get in a year.
Yeah.
They pay him that in a day, because they know that is the currency of football. You have to be successful. You have to be at the top. People, all these fans that don't see the value of winning things like the World Club Cup or the Champions League, they don't understand football. That is your currency. That is what brings you revenue. That is, you know what I mean? That is what the sponsors will look at.
And that's how you grow your brand and how you get the new generation of fans. No kids today is gonna just support like losers, and they remember that trophy that you lifted. They
not just fans, sponsors. Nobody's gonna come and sponsor a loser. If they see you lifting the World Club Cup, some sponsor from South America or the Middle East is going to come and pump money into your club.
Exactly.
But if you don't do anything, that's why you find Man City owners, and indeed Roman Abramovic himself, no matter how many times he won the English Premier League, which is valuable, everybody wants that Champions League as well.
Yeah.
Because that is what puts you...
Holy Grail. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what puts you at the table. And that was why I was so desperate for us to win the World Club Cup. Because now we're at the table. We have to win it again, mind you, but at least be counted amongst those that have it. Because when they look for elite clubs, they look at things like that.
Yeah.
Boehly and Co. know
that is part of our
exactly,
CV.
Exactly. So Boehly and Co. they know that they can't stay away from the success of the club for a long time. That's why they're doing their very best to make it possible, and I hope it will. One thing I'm looking forward to when football does start, although the international break really I don't think has helped, because these guys, poor old Graham Potter, won't have the players to work with largely.
Yeah.
But those that are left behind will be a lot of the youngsters I hope he uses. And I'm very, very keen to see how he's going to use Zakaria. I think that's so important for Chelsea, because that midfield incapability that we had, if he can help us with that, I think that will go a long way to getting us back to the top.
You nailed it. That midfield needs a rebuild, man.
For sure.
This need like 100%. We need to do something. What is your ideal like midfield next summer? Like,
do you know what? I know it straight away. I know that Edson Alvarez. Hopefully, I don't know if Ajax will let us do that deal in January. But if we can still do a deal in January. We can, if it's just that Ajax still aren't desperate for money now because they sold Martinez. But if they want more money, we could drop the money for him and loan him back to them. We could. I want him, and I want Moise Caicedo.
Yeah,
from Brighton.
Yeah, that guy. He even gave a very good interview about Chelsea. He said he can't say no to Chelsea.
Well, I hope so. This is where we should be looking to. I don't want to see J5 next summer. They say Barcelona wants him. I will fly him to the airport. I will take him there. J5 is a liability for us. He's not really what we need. And if Barca wants him, good luck to him. But we need people. I'm looking for physicality and creativity. I'm looking for boy. We've had players. Remember the time we had people like Michael Essien in midfield. Physical, strong, fast, creative, goal scorers, shooting from outside the box. That was Essien.
Yeah.
Mikel wasn't so. Yeah. Mikel wasn't so much of a goal scorer, but he was creative. Stoich at the back. Nobody could move him. He protected the defense. People like Mikel were the reason why we had so many clean sheets. Then we had Ballack, Lampard. My God.
Yeah.
Forgetting, after that we had Matic for physicality, and then Magic at Fabregas for creativity, and we won the league. That's the sort of midfield I'm looking for. Right now, the only thing we have is N'Golo Kante is priceless, but N'Golo Kante, let's forget about playing him week in, week out. That's gone. I'll save him for big games and things like that. N'Golo Kante has papered over the cracks in Chelsea's midfield for years, and maybe even since he got here. Kovacic, Kovacic needs somebody with him.
I'm thinking Kovacic is just like he hit the ceiling, he's done. Like he can't improve anymore. I mean, I had hope. When we bought him, I was hyping. I was like, this guy is in another level, but I just realized that he doesn't have end product. Always dribble past everybody. He can dribble past himself. He can't shoot. He can't pass the ball. He can't, few times that he will score a banger here and there, but it's just too much quality that is just wasted, in my opinion. So I kind of lost it. I'm like, 28, 29, kind of a little late for him to learn new tricks, and he is just very comfortable, Just like Mourinho said about Eden Hazard. I'm not comparing them, but I'm trying to make a point here, because you can't compare anybody with Hazard. But Mourinho used to say that Hazard is very comfortable. Like he enjoys football too much. If he took it to the business level of statistics of, okay, I'm going to reach the Messi level, I'm going to reach the Neymar level, I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to work on my weaknesses and improve such and such and score more goals, he was going to get to the next level. But there are certain players who are playing just like a kid. You enjoy dribbling, you enjoy playing instead of taking football as business. The end of the day is about assisting, about scoring, winning trophies, winning games. So I think Kovacic just enjoys a little bit too much. Dribbling, beat the pressure for what? And at the end, you lose 3 points. What the point?
I think the reason why Chelsea fans tolerate Kovacic so much is that the midfield is so bad.
Yeah.
That it's better to have him than have absolutely nobody.
Exactly.
And, until we bring people in from the transfer market, then we can start revisiting whether he should be in the team at all. I think Moise Caicedo, I think Alvarez, and maybe one other. I think this kid playing for Zenit, is it
Zakarian? Yes.
He seems to have creativity. I mean, if we have him there as well, Caicedo.
I haven't seen much from the young man, Chukwuemeka. I haven't really watched him that much, but I heard good things about him. I'm not saying you drop him out there immediately because it's risky. That position is very, very risky. You don't want to break a kid and put all the load of expectations on him. But I think we can also develop him slowly and surely if he's creative and can also score goals. The last game against Brighton, apparently he scored a couple goals. So I don't know.
Well, the reason we have Graham Potter is to do this. And Graham Potter will not last very long if we don't see signs of him getting these youngsters through.
Yeah,
you're right. Someone like Chukwuemeka, I would expect that they start to use him like Ancelotti is doing with Tchouaméni.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy?
Yeah,
from
Camavinga, you mean?
Camavinga. They bring them on bit by bit. I think it's very important to do that with Chukwuemeka. I think I saw the only time I must confess that I've actually seen him is when he played against us and he came on for Villa. And he was very offensive. Very fast, very... I think we need to start to do that because the beginning and end of Chelsea's problems is the midfield. I even think our strikers would probably be scoring more if the midfield was more dynamic.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
It's down to Potter now.
Yes. Let me read a few comments here so everybody can feel involved on this one. Somebody said something here that Mr. Charles said, how did Marina get rid of Michael? Was she Roman? Come on, how can she fire him when she is not Roman? Listen, people, firing somebody doesn't mean that you tell him to you are fired. You can push somebody over the edge and force that person to leave. Marina had so much power in the office that she was interfering with everything that Michael was trying to do. He brings a bunch of youngsters to use. No, she's going to go for Danny Drinkwater, for example, because the money, Michael was there to, in the sporting football side of the story, he's going to find germs. He's going to find those, future big names and whatever, brings them to the team. No manager want to use them, or Marina is going to say, no, instead of using, for example, Chalobah. I'm talking about big brother of Chalobah here, right? That's just an example. Back then, Chalobah used to be a very solid midfielder.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Chalobah. And then Marina is going to, go with his agent and whatever and find somebody like Boehly because it's cheap, because it's a lot of commissions and a lot of stuff behind it. And boom, boom, boom. The next thing you know, Boehly is there, or Danny Drinkwater, or Zappacosta. Certain deals that I can't really explain here if you haven't been in that that world around the transfer dealings. So sucking somebody doesn't mean that you tell him to. You can push somebody to the edge and somebody feels very useless. Like, what am I doing here? Everything that I'm trying, I bring somebody to you, you say, no, not that one. I'm going to go with this one. Him. Because she got the money. The end of the day, she was in charge of the money. Even when Michael Emenalo was in charge of football, she was the person to sign the check and give the final decision about stuff. So when you don't listen to me anymore, you want to go for Peter Crouch or Mbeteke or somebody, and I'm bringing this. This is what we need. No, now you say no. We need such and such because of my interest or my relationship with certain agent. So listen, for my own dignity, I'm not gonna just sit there and then not doing anything. Just on paper, I'm in charge, but the guy or the woman who is taking decisions somewhere else. So, bro, I'm not going to explain to you all the details there, but yes, she did everything to push him out. And if you remember back then, her statement when Michael left, oh, Michael is going to help us to find a new director of football. We appreciate his service and whatever. A very good one, very PR stuff when she said goodbye to Michael. And what happened? Nobody. We didn't sign anybody to replace Michael. She took over. She took over 2 positions. She got all the money. Do you think that she was getting the same salary that she was getting as just the finance lady? No. You take all those positions, you take all their money. You're getting paid more.
And you have all the there's nobody to restrict your dealings with any of these agents. And Roman really wasn't happy for Michael to go. Roman really believed in diversity. He liked Michael in his team. But he was so close to Marina, and she was the one that he had actually raised up from the beginning. And he felt, okay, since Michael had chosen to leave, he would leave it to her to sort it out. And what she did was not sort it out, but take it over. And this is the exact thing that I was telling you about, because you mentioned this, and some of the fan base, they take it personally because they've been so hypnotized by the media garbage. And,
they've been brainwashed about certain things. They just copy and paste what media wanted them to believe.
Exactly. And they come for you as if you have some sort of personal issue with this person, and all we're doing is calling it as it is, and exposing something that I personally believe is quite obvious, but some people either don't want to see it or truly cannot see it.
And like I said, we have also a lot of young audience in the community, in the Chelsea community. That's why sometimes I don't want to say much, because some of them still are kids. They can't really connect the dot and know exactly what is happening. They just listen to big account or what somebody else is going to say. They copy and repeat the same. They don't have time to think outside the box because of probably their age or whatever. But it is what it is.
We move on.
Yeah, we move on.
But, what Todd Boehly said to me was very, very telling. These guys have come in and they realize that the finances needed to be sunk into Chelsea to get it to the next level is astronomical. They know this. And they're working very, very hard to do this. The only thing about them that gives me some concern is that by the end of all this, their total outlay for this club, you're looking at in excess of, I would say, probably 6-7 billion pounds. And when you sink that kind of money into a franchise, you must get returns. But I like what he's saying. His returns is invested in the business model. That's why they want success at all costs. They want to buy other clubs. They want to. What his vision is to turn Chelsea into a conglomerate, not just one club, a whole network of clubs following.
I'm a little worried about that though, because it's Chelsea Football Club.
I can see it. Let me explain
and
what
the
he's
FIFA,
doing.
UEFA, everybody is gonna come up with new regulations because Chelsea wanna get involved. But they forgot that we have City, we have Red Bull, we have even PSG, we have many big clubs who are owning other clubs around. But when it comes to Chelsea, that's why I didn't want him really to talk about it. I wanted him to go and buy.
It's happening already. I was going to say that. What I don't like about Todd Boehly is he's too free with the media. He talks too much. And so because he talks, he opens himself to criticism, he opens himself to more attack. I don't think he realizes the level of there's competition, but within the competition in football, there's hatred.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hatred for Chelsea because of their success. And then you get all these clubs that have influence in the authorities. Just they may turn around and do like you say, and start introducing new things to hamstring Chelsea.
Yeah.
I personally believe the whole FFP was done because of Chelsea.
Exactly. That's what
really
I
do.
believe too. I believe it was done just to punish us.
Yeah, to try and make sure that we can't. It just so happened that at that time, other rich clubs or super rich clubs, as it were, started springing up, like Man City, and because the rules don't apply to them. They don't apply to them. They don't apply to PSG. You know, so that tells you who the target was. You know, we're the only club that has been banished from transfer dealings for 2 seasons. Okay, eventually it was 1 and a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not happened to anybody else who have violated transfers far worse
Manchester
than Chelsea.
City even worse, but they had to pay like 10 million fee or something. Like it's always Chelsea that got punished to a certain extent. So Todd Boehly, if you are watching this video, brother, be like
Stop
Roman.
talking.
Stop talking. Just be there in California somewhere. Enjoy your pina colada or whatever. Walk with your people, agent. Let's get stuff done. The next morning you hear boom, boom, boom. Chelsea bought PSG and Manchester City. Manchester City and PSG are part of Chelsea Football Club. That's what I want to hear right now. Stop talking, okay? Stop talking.
I think, Orgs, part of the reason why this Christophe Freund deal has gone stale is because he's talking. He's talking too much, and people don't want him to achieve his aims. And so they're trying to frustrate him. Oh, he should. Although, having said that, to be honest, Red Bull are stupid. Why keep somebody? If somebody is working for you, they've done a deal elsewhere. You know, their head has been turned. I mean, really? I mean, you're holding someone against their will. I don't know how. You know, I guess Freund will continue to be professional, continue to do his job, but you know, to me, you know, I always have one rule. You know, when I when I was young, dating, and if I had a girlfriend, once somebody says, "Look, it's over," that's it. In my mind, it's over.
It's over.
Because, you know, all this, let's get back together again. Let's make it now. It's once that genie has been let out of the bottle,
it's
it
over.
never was the same again for me. That's just me. But, you know, I just think that in this instance, with this guy, once he's actually been lured out, it's not going to be the same. It just tells you that anybody with a better proposition is going to take this guy, and you're going to have to keep feeding the dragon, as it were, with money to keep him interested. Which is you've lost. I think they would do better just let him go.
Yeah, the problem also here is agent can also play a big role. Probably Chelsea are gonna end up with this guy, but it could be part of negotiation tactics of, okay, you know, they want me here,
let's get more money.
They want more money. Red Bull also want to get compensation out of this deal. So Todd Boehly need to pay maybe 20 more million after paying 20 million or plus for Graham Potter. So I think, it's financial here. I still have some hope here that the deal is going to get done. And in this case, even if we said Todd Boehly need to stop talking, he need to stop talking like to the media, and he's always invited all over the world for conferences for billionaire and whatever. He need to stop talking Chelsea and strategies for the future. But also certain deals that we're going to do here, it doesn't depend on him. the people who will link news, there are certain people who make their living by leaking those news. The agents, the entourage, the family, somebody is going to link something that we're trying to do. But at least if we can just not confirm anything, stay quiet where you are at and let things happen, that is going to be amazing. But no matter what we do here, no matter how secret we're going to be, it's going to always be there. But at least the owner needs to stay quiet. And when it comes to buying club, we have to buy at least one immediately now. Close the door, buy in Portugal, France, whatever, South America. And then even if they change the laws or regulations, we can have already one club where we know that, is a feeder club. We can also send our players on loan there. We know that they're going to get developed to the same philosophy that we have in the team. So you don't send a young player somewhere where he's not given a chance, because you are going back to your team at the end of the season. So if we have another youngsters from the academy coming up, we're going to give him more chance because he's going to stay here instead of you going back at your parent club. So we're not going to, waste our time developing you. You are here just to do the job and help us and not get developed. So if we have those kind of clubs, we're going to start sending our players over there. The same philosophy, the same style of football. We can also develop some coaching, some coaches out there, to the philosophy. Because that's why you see Red Bull, if a manager or a coach leaves to another club, they already align somebody else that's been trained to the same philosophy of the entire group, Red Bull. So it's
I mean, you're always going to be able to buy another club. I mean, Roman owns CSK Moscow as well as Chelsea. We didn't actually own them, but we had an agreement with Vitesse. And it was a feeder club type of arrangement. Where I think Todd Boehly is not doing himself any favors by broadcasting that, one, he wants a new club. It's our strategy to buy other clubs. Two, the reason for buying them is that you've now told the world that you want to buy a club. And two, you've now put a value on that club you want to buy because of the reason. So if that club was going to cost you 5 million, just for want of a figure, now they will then say, right, because this is worth something to you so much, it's going to be 20.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the figure goes through the roof because you have created an inflation for something that if you kept your mouth shut and just gone and done,
Exactly. We never heard when City went to buy their clubs around the world.
Yeah.
We just heard. Like lately they bought Palermo in Italy. We never even heard about it. They have a club in France, Portugal, South America, India, everywhere. You just heard, they bought a club in Australia. They bought another one. But Chelsea, we just want to talk, and the price is going to be up. And I was listening to London is Blue podcast last night. Nizer Kinsella over there said those clubs, they don't cost a lot of money because some of them are like 20 million. Total, you buy a club. That is the price. Apparently, City just bought a club in Italy. And that money is the money that we just paid for Casadei, the youngster from Inter. So it's not like
but now it's going to cost money, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to cost money because they know we are desperate and we want to buy them. So it's gonna be.
He's stupid. Yeah. If he had bought a club and then they were interviewing him and he said, "Well, I bought this club because I want it for this and that," that's different. He's already bought the club. You know what I mean? And even then, I'll tell him to keep your mouth shut. You don't need to tell him. But, he's already bought the club. But when you haven't even bought a damn club, you're out there.
That is not good, really. That is not good for him to start talking. All right, people. So there is nothing here happening really in the world of football. People are taking a break from football, to be honest. Even Fabrizio Romano really looking for topic and bringing some odd topics on the table. Talking about Camavinga here, how he's happy at Real Madrid. Talking about Memphis Depay interview during the international break. So international break is going to be boring, but I'm going to keep you updated here. We might do some watch-alongs for England games, France games, of course. USA, for sure, 100%. But that one is going to be very, very late overseas because games are going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning in your location. So don't wake up that time to watch a friendly game. Please get some sleep. So we're going to be here probably daily just to open the debate. So try to talk about certain things, So let's see. So Bobby, do you have anything to bring on the table, brother?
No, it's good to chat with you. I just thought I'll pop in, say hello, and have a nice chat like we always do.
Yeah.
And yeah, International Snorefest has started. And we hibernate until it finishes. Then we can come out and feel free again.
That's the way it is. So people, we are getting closer to closing the door here in this show. Let me read some comment from YouTube. It's also just bad optimistic, like everyone knows. People buy feeder clubs for cheap transfer, but it's not a good look. Todd calling the academy kid product with revenue is similar. I can't get what you're trying to say, Mr. SA. Let me read it again. I don't get it. You said it's also just bad optimistic, like everyone knows people buy feeder clubs for cheap transfer, but it's not a good look. Todd Boehly calling the academy kid product with revenue is similar. Product. The academy kid, he's calling them product. What? Players are product or asset. I don't know.
I don't think whoever wrote that, they haven't really expressed themselves properly.
Yeah, so I don't get it, but yeah, players also can call product because you get money. They are your merchandise. They are your asset. That's what you got in the team, bro. So I don't know what you mean by that, but probably you can make it more clear so we understand what you mean by that. Bad optimism, it's about bad look. I just think he's making himself look like a greedy businessman. Oh, he's making himself looks like a greedy businessman. He called the kid product and discussed the potential income they can bring in. But they are coming for business, bro. Chelsea is a business. You pay people 10K a week, 50K a week, 100K a week. That is business right there. Football is a big business and they are investment group, okay? There's no greedy here because he's spending. You spend money to make money. Expect. Yeah.
I don't know what even Real Madrid talking in terms of profit.
Yeah, it's profit, bro.
They've just declared their profits.
Yeah.
It's money. At the end of the day, it's all money.
It's all about money at the end of the day. Not everybody is going to be Roman Abramovich for prestige. Not everybody is going to be Qatar, okay, or Abu Dhabi, who just want to, shine, or let's say Saudi Arabia, who want to just put their names out there. The majority of clubs is about business, bro. It's about even other businesses behind the name of the club. It gives you so much money behind everything. So I don't know what you're talking about because football is about business. Even us here doing YouTube and stuff is becoming business and salary for other people. So I don't know what you're talking about. They are product, yes. They are product, but you put money to get money, my brother. Somebody is calling only when I am Yeah, I know who is calling. I'll call you back. I'll call you back, but Mr. SSA agree. They are product, but it gives people a bad feeling because they are kid, feels immortal, feels immoral to people. Same with feeder clubs. I have no problem with him doing it, but he needs to stop talking. Yeah, I agree. He needs to stop talking, but even kids today, they are driving Lamborghini at the age of 16, bro. Those kids also Lamborghini at the age of 16, bro. So there is nothing immoral here. Tell those kids to stop buying big cars, you know, and having villas already at the age of 15, 16, bro. This is business. It has nothing to do with kids. They are product, bro. They're still product. Yeah. I understand the moral issue that you have here. I respect that. But that's what you got. That is your merchandise right there, bro.
Well, you could say it's immoral to buy and sell players because you're buying and selling human beings.
Exactly.
It's that's the trade.
That is the trade. That is the business model we have here, bro.
In which you deal with football.
Yeah.
So they are products.
Yeah, they are products. So yeah, I got you. I got your point of moral
it's
issues.
Not
here.
They're not slaves. They're not.
They are not like walking for free somewhere in the banana kind of whatever and get rich to other people. And no, that is not the case here.
With a legal contract, and they are handsomely paid.
Paid for that. And their parents also are involved in those deals. And you will see that even some of the parents get jobs, okay, because of their kid. They got a nice job in a club somewhere. They are handsomely paid. The agent fees, a part of that go to the parent. They create already big businesses. They buy houses. They are in the real estate business. Bro, you don't have to feel bad about it because the parents are involved and they love it. They love it. They agree with that.
Father pick up 40 million just for the deal for his son.
Exactly. So there's nothing wrong here.
He'll be like, call my son a product all day long.
Yeah.
While I laugh all the way to the bank.
Exactly. I'm laughing to the bank to collect my paycheck, bro. Come on. I understand your moral issues here, calling the kid a product, but a product that's been paid handsomely, bro. The money that they are getting in a week or a month, you and me will work for the entire year to get that money. So, bro, I would love to be
even a lifetime.
Yeah, I would love to be a product like that, bro. I understand. Mr. Capo TV from Arsenal TV, thank you so much for stopping by, my brother. Saliba, yeah, congratulations. That kid is awesome. He's doing good now. Under Mikel Arteta. Mr. SA continues here to say, I don't have any issue with it. They are already having a debate about it on ESPN, talking about shady academy deals and all that. You're just gonna lie about this stuff. Say it's about the talent on TV. Okay. Mr. Capo TV, happy this afternoon after the 3 point at Brentford. That is Arsenal, of course. I'm not happy we didn't play 2 of our last games. Could be a good thing, could be also a bad thing because the calendar for Chelsea is going to be very, very tough. Because those games that were postponed, we're going to have to pay the price at some point in January. It's going to be, after 2 days, you have another game just to catch up. The World Cup, the Champions League, everything is going to be very, very congested, tough. I don't know if this season we're going to also have a winter break, because we started having a winter break last season in around end of January or February somewhere. The Premier League is taking a break, I don't know, 1 week or so. But it's not like a break of breaking from football. It's going to be some teams are on break and other teams are playing, and then so during that period, I think they're gonna try to catch up with the games that we didn't play. So we're not gonna have that winter break in January or February. So we're gonna pay the price. But if that means that Chelsea are gonna get better by then, and we can, I think it was the right time to beat like Liverpool, in my opinion. But who knows? So happy this afternoon, Og and everyone in the bed. Do you think Chelsea will still get top 4? What are your predictions right now? Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. I will be always biased and say we're gonna get there, even though it's gonna be very difficult. If we don't get top 4 and we win the Champions League, who cares, bro? Show me your Champions League trophy. Haha! Mr. Capo TV, show me your Champions League. How about that? I still remember a few seasons where we didn't make it to the Champions League and we won the Champions League. One season only.
That was 2012.
Yeah.
We didn't make it to the top 4, but we won the Champions League.
And
That was incredible.
Tottenham Hotspurs, they wanted to kill themselves because they went to Europa League because of that. So I would take the Champions League at this moment, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it top 4. You will see everything is gonna change. Okay, so don't write us off yet. And you Arsenal, that is the Arsenal thing, right? You go top and then at some point, boom, you go down. But you've been doing good this season. Only one loss, impressive. You're still top of the table. 1 point clear of Manchester City. But who knows, bro? Who knows? Let's wait and see. Spurs are going to do the Spursy the last minute. We all know that. They're going to collapse when it's matter, in crunch time. They're going to collapse. And they were lucky even to get a point from Stamford Bridge. Thank you, Anthony Taylor and the VAR and the FA and all those corrupt organizations that don't like Chelsea. So they got away with a point. Otherwise, we were going to have 3 points. Right now, nobody was going to be talking crap about us. Okay? Capo said, agree, trophy is superior to finishing top 4. Something Tottenham fans won't understand. Yeah, they won't understand that. And also, yeah, Spursy is gonna kick on at some point, bro. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about Arsenal. And Conte is gonna get frustrated at some point if he doesn't win anything this season and walk. And then the team is gonna restart from scratches again. Mr. SA said that I always wondered how that works. Do you qualify for the Champions League if you finish outside top 4 and win the Champions League? Yeah, the Champions League winner is always going to be there in the next Champions League to defend their title. So you can finish 10th, okay, in your league and you win the Champions League, you going to the Champions League. So somebody who finished 4th in your league is going to be sacrificed. Is going to Europa League. So that's the way it is, my brother. And all that is going to change from next season. The Champions League new things keep on changing and changing all the time. I think the Champions League is going to have more teams, new format, and with more team. I don't know if it's going to be top 6 going to the Champions League. Something is going to happen. I'm sick and tired of changing football all the time, man. Yeah, next season it's going to be more than 4 from England. Some clubs are going to be in the Champions League because of their history. I don't get it. Just because you've been good in the last 10 years or I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't want to even think about it right now. All right, people, let me see. We've been here for more than an hour and something. So, Bobby, you wanna say goodbye to people, brother?
Yeah, it's been
Come
good.
back tonight.
Short and
If
sweet.
I might go live tonight if I finish some work on time. I just wanna open, the door for everybody. They wanna talk. Even there are no many people right now. It's international break, but I would try if we have some news to talk about.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, as you said, the postponement of games, the whole Queen's funeral. It's a strange time. It's I think it's left most of us. You feel some. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's mourning, maybe but the atmosphere is kind of different. And now that's done, you'll find that people will start to come back because it's all about the new king now.
Yeah. It's gonna be difficult really to understand that we have a king instead of queen.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to, but you know how the old saying goes, the queen is dead, long live the king.
Long lives the queen. Yeah, the king. Yeah,
so that's where we are. I think that really affected the fan base a bit. No football, then this, and nothing really to celebrate in terms of news, so people came down. I'm sure once the live streamers come back on again, the fan base will slowly start to wake up. Yeah. At least to get us through this damn international break. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. It is what it is. So, Brother Bobby, thank you so much for helping my brother. And I will see you when you have a little bit of time. Peace and love to the family. Bobby Smokey was in the house. Let me read a few more news in the community before we leave. Please feel free to ask questions. I'm here for the people, right? This show is for you, not for me. Let's see if there is some. Christian Pulisic on Real Madrid second leg. Yeah, I don't want to read that. It hurt. That second leg against Real Madrid, I'm still hurting until now. I think we had it. I think we were winning 3-0, 10 minutes to go. I think we made the wrong subs. I think we could have closed the shop, see the game out. But it's in the past now. There is nothing you can do about it. So I don't want to really read it because it makes me so mad. I'm still mad until today. The first leg, Mendy giving the ball away. Mistakes after mistakes and all that. That is the reason why Mendy need to watch out. Mendy need to watch out because Slonini is coming. Gaga is coming in January and he might lose his place, And on top of that, he's asking more money. He's asking the same money as Kepa Arrizabalaga. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. He better take it. Because he might regret if they take that contract out of the table. And then it's going to be very difficult for him to get a new one. Because Graham Potter is somebody who loves to work with ball-playing goalkeepers. Kepa is going to find joy under Potter, but also Kepa is very, very limited. Did you even see the goal? Okay, you can blame Thiago Silva or whatever, but if Kepa had long arms, he was going to save that. He almost got it, but because he's short naturally, Kepa is good with his feet, but other than that, Kepa is also, he got a lot of issues himself. But Gabriel Slonina Gaga actually is kind of combined Kepa and Mendy. Shot stopping, he's tall, he can dominate the box, he's very vocal and all that. So he's combined of both goalkeepers. So I think Slonina is going to be long-term for Chelsea at the moment. Unless if we find another germ somewhere or Graham Potter decide to go for for the guy from Brighton or something. I don't know. But, man, I don't trust Kepa. I don't trust Mendy at this moment. So they have to be careful. They have to improve, you know. Let me double check on certain things very quickly here. And read some. We're gonna try to read some. Boom. So, some news in general, what is happening before we leave. PSG Aminata. So PSG X PSG thing. Let's go to soccer here. Ex-PSG star Aminata Diallo googled how to break a kneecap. And then, okay, I'm not gonna read this on YouTube because I might be blocked, but you can see here, for people who don't know, there was a problem between Aminata and the other lady at PSG. She was beaten up and got a broken knee because they were playing the same place, apparently. At first, she was acquitted. It was some kind of other issues besides football, Eric Abidal and all that. But now it looks like she googled how to break somebody's leg, which is not good. That is just giving the police evidence to come after you. So I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that. Let me double check here. People, if you want to help your brother out, like, subscribe, all the good stuff, man. It doesn't cost you anything. It just takes 1 second to do it. I've been here for 2 hours. So if you're going to bless me with 1 second of your life, it doesn't cost you anything. Anything. So let's get to 50 likes before I leave, okay? It's international, it's boring, nobody is here. I completely understand. But you can also help. You can also help, okay? So, other news. Malaysia was angry with me and didn't understand. Maguire shouted, "Hold the ball." And I said, "Don't shout." Bruno Fernandes explained his on-field role with his Manchester United teammate, but insists he's not an arm waver. Okay. So I'm just reading some football headlines here. If you want to jump very quickly, ask a question before I leave. Let me read some comment here. Funniest videos say, who do you think will place higher, Chelsea or Liverpool? Chelsea and Liverpool are not doing good at the moment. Both teams really been lucky getting some results here and there. I think Liverpool's still better on paper because they've been there with their project for more than 6 years. Our project just started. So on paper, Liverpool, but in reality, it could be Chelsea. So this one, I'm not too sure who's going to finish. If I want to be biased, of course, I would say Chelsea because I'm a Chelsea fan. Mr. WC said that Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool fighting for the 3rd place and 4th. Nobody knows. Not sure. What do you mean by that? Mrs. Eleanor Marina is in the building. Why are you putting those ice? Why are you giving me the ice, lady? I was talking about Aminata, right? Diallo and Mazawi or Mariawi, PSG, and they were fighting because apparently Diallo wanted her place at PSG, and she sent some people to beat her up, break her knees. But it's much than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Got like the lady was going out with somebody's husband and all that. I don't want to get there, but the story is kind of weird. Shout it. Okay, so what else here? Yaya Toure is leading his experience in England under 21s. They are prepared to work. Oh, Yaya Toure works for Tottenham Hotspurs at the moment, which is weird. Getting some experience in the Premier League. And the curse on Manchester City still real. Yaya Toure, you have to apologize to Yaya Toure if you want to win the Champions League. Manchester City legend Yaya Toure. How he's involved, I don't know. He's involved with England. The iconic Ivorian is completing his coaching badges, currently working in Tottenham Academy. Okay. He was handed a role with the U16 by the North London, who also added German Defoe their coaching rank over the summer. Yeah, so Yaya Toure is working on his diploma with Tottenham Hotspurs. Benitez is taking credit for Anthony. Come on, get out of here. Anthony is a Frank Lampard product. He's the new Mason Mount, you know. So he couldn't run for more than 50 minutes in preseason because of the issue with stamina. So he's taking credit. Come on, this guy he's an agent. He's a fraud. I don't even know how the hell Everton thought that they can really hire a Liverpool legend to come and save their clubs. He completely destroyed the club, almost sent them to relegation, and took Frank Lampard to come back and help. And he's taking credit of helping Anthony Gordon. Come on. This is Frank Lampard product. Get out of here. Stop lying. You help somebody run for more than 50 minutes, what that even means. The guy is awesome under Lampard. Lampard just took him to the next level. People, slowly and surely I'm going to leave. I'm here for you people. If you don't ask questions or you don't call, and then I'm gonna have to leave. Pop-up shows and all kind of commercial on this page here. What else is going on in the world of football? Let's see. this PSG thing, okay? Yeah, people are not happy about Kylian Mbappe at the moment. He's selfish. He's trying to ruin the greatest trio. It's not gonna happen. Messi, Suarez, and Neymar were the best. Mbappe just want everything to go through him. He wanna score all the goals. He doesn't work really for the team. So fans at PSG are really, really, really angry at Kylian Mbappe now because of his antics on and off. Not off the pitch that much, but on the pitch he wanna everything to be about him, penalty, free kicks, headers, whatever. But it's horrible on taking penalties. Free kicks, he can't take free kicks. So what are you looking for, my brother? What are you looking for? All right, my people, listen. Like I said, I'm here for the people. And if people don't call, I got discouraged. If people don't participate to the show, I got discouraged. All right, let me go and read a few more comments before I leave. I've been saying this for the last 10 minutes, not leaving. before I leave, and then the next thing you know is I'm not leaving. What the heck? So for Chelsea fans, it's gonna be a long wait for a new sporting director. Looks like the other guy is not coming. Christophe Freund, the guy is not coming. So we have to wait a little bit more. Who else is gonna be there? I don't know. So if you don't mind following me on social media here, Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff, let's follow each other. No egos, we always follow each other and grow the community. Green turf. Also, some cool videos on both channels. You're gonna see the video that I made about Fabrizio Romano, Christophe, Freund, Todd Boehly over there. Made another video about Tammy Abraham, Jorginho Frello, Kalim Hassan-Adoy. Some cool videos, man. I will keep you entertained during this international boring break. The line is always open for you to come and let your frustration heard. I also made a video about Jules Koundé, what he said about Thomas Tuchel. So, yeah, give it a chance. Go check out on some videos that I made. I also made a video about the midfield. You know, we have a problem. We have to talk about it. N'Golo Kante, injury prone. He can't save the entire world. Mateo Kovacic, injury prone, but nobody talks about him because that's what we got. Jorginho Frello, we know what you can get from Jorginho. Need to be protected. He doesn't get injured because he doesn't challenge anybody and nobody want to challenge him, of course. And all that, so we need to restructure our midfield as soon as possible. Made a video about it. If you don't mind, go there and double check. All right. If you can help your brother get 50 likes before I leave, I will much appreciate it. Yes, we can do it. So that video was made. And what else? Slowly and surely, I'm going out. Look at these people that Chelsea refused to buy. Imagine if we bought them like 3 years or 2 years ago, when they were like 40 million, 35 or 30 million each. 60 million we were going to get all these two guys here. And the future was going to be bright at Chelsea Football Club. Thank you, Marina Granovkaia, and thank you, Scott. Masterclass. Okay, what else in the community? Let me check on. Okay, so Chelsea are gonna consider if Bayern Munich come calling for Kai Havertz next summer. Oh wow! Chelsea are looking on the midfield, of course, and also our attack and Tony. Okay, Tony been mentioned. Kai Havertz to Bayern Munich also been mentioned. Interesting. Yeah, nothing new really in the community. Nothing new here. Same old, same old. The players are with their national teams. Mr. Jorginho Frello here doing his thing. All right. Chelsea reportedly interested in Douglas Luiz, whose contract runs out in summer. Douglas Luiz to Chelsea Football Club. What do you think? Very, very interesting one, right? Anyways. People, nobody wanna help me? 15 people only. We are over 30 watching now. If 15 people can click that like button to get me to 50 likes before I leave. Anybody there? No? Everybody's stingy or somebody wanna do something? All right. So I think we are done for the day. If we have some other breaking news tonight, I can come back. But if we don't have many other stuff to talk about, and then it's gonna be for tomorrow, you know. The line is always open for everybody to call, by the way. Free of charge for everybody, but nobody wanted to call, so is it true about London Cowboys? Cowboys. No, those are the things that people wanna make up just so they can get on Todd Boehly, trying to change the culture. Yeah, people been speculating like, oh, so Todd Boehly want all-star games. So what is gonna happen next, huh? He's gonna rename Chelsea Football Club the London Cowboy. So it's just speculations from people try to get on Todd Boehly and get some headlines so they can keep their shows going on. People are looking for money. They are looking for topics. So everything that Todd Boehly is gonna say, people are gonna manipulate it and make it make it a big story in order for them to to keep their businesses going. It's not true. It's not going to happen. So, speculations, bro. Speculations. All right, people. Thank you so much for your likes and your dislikes. It was a pleasure to spend more than 2 hours with you here. I'll be back at some point. Put your notification on. Always the line is open for everybody to call. And express yourself. You don't have to always watch me. You can be part of the show by liking, commenting, calling, and all the good stuff. So next time, be ready, okay? God bless.